What's up, YouTube? Long time no see. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kevin, and I haven't posted in like 60,000 millennia. And this is a pure act of spontaneity from the universe because I am sort of lost and I'm not sure what to do. And ignorance on fire is better than wisdom on ice. So that's what I'm going for. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of just going to be a stream of consciousness type beat. Like, I'm just kind of talking, but kind of in a place in life where I know I'm not destined to be. And to get out of it, I need some growth. And I am not ever vulnerable with anybody. And so I thought, okay, a good step might be being vulnerable with myself and the internet. Because one of my biggest forms of baggage right now is like not being able to post on social media because I freak out. I got a little monkey brain and it just gets very tied in a knot when it's social media time. Just some background, some context. In 2019, I massively exploded on TikTok, pretty big, like 3 million followers. And it was like in the matter of like 6 months, 2018, 2019, 2020. And that really fucked with my head. It really did. It kind of, before like that era, I was kind of emotionally neglected and didn't have any like validation, and then all of a sudden I had millions of people being like, oh my God, you're so cool. I want to talk to you. I want to know everything about you. People coming up to me in public being like, oh my God, people crying to see me. And I was just like what? And I literally got like addicted to the validation of it. Like a drug, dude. It's like a drug. Like being able to craving a validation, which I did beforehand. I just didn't have a source of it. And then having the craziest amount of validation that you can freaking buy or have. And it just it ruined my brain low key. It ruined my thought process. I think it messed up with my brain chemistry because from all the highs and lows, it wasn't like actual drugs, but like when I tell you like posting a video and then getting like millions of people just within hours seeing it and like validating it, that's like crazy. Going from when I just was never validated as a kid, or at least, coming from like I don't want to say emotional unintelligence, but I was just like, oh, this is the way it is. I just got to feel bad about myself all the time. And then anyways, that's the context. And so this is just like weird for me to post. And yeah, I think like my main goal with this is to have a form of expression on the internet / social media that isn't validation based and that is cathartic. 2, I can't afford therapy because of whack ass insurance reasons that I won't go into. I had a therapist for a while and I can't do that anymore. So this is kind of me talking about it with myself, and I'm kind of processing it as I go. Also, there was another reason, but I forgot. I just want to have my experience hopefully help others, because one thing that I missed in my life was like a male mentor figure. And I don't want to do any dirt on my family, but I just wasn't, I've seen other people have like fatherly mentor figures and how it helps them, and I didn't have that. And I really don't feel like I had a motherly, I did and I didn't, and I kind of have been like feeling weird about that too. But yeah, and I want to maybe be that mentor or have my experience hopefully help somebody else, even if it's just like one person. Like, that's sick. But anyways, one thing that this is trying to coincide with is music. This is on my old music account on YouTube. And one of the things that I recently discovered about maybe last summer was that I was like, dude, all my music is just I made it out of okay, I want to make a song that sounds good for validation. I want people to like this, which isn't always a bad place. But when you do everything in your life out of that manner, it's kind of you realize, you're like, what, who am I? Where am I? Am I real? Who? It just, it's kind of when your personality, part of your personality is pleasing others, and that needs to go away, you're kind of missing a spot in your personality, and you're like, hold on, who am I? And so I thought that I could discover this without posting, but then I was like, you know what, I should give it a shot, because I've been posting on social media since like 2009, which is like wild. So this is me trying to experience growth, and I hope you can grow along with me. Yeah, music too, right? So like I said, I've just been, all the songs before this, like they were like learning experiences, and I'm thankful for them, but they were just out of a gross place. I filmed this video twice, because the first time someone called me and then the audio cut out. But one of the things I said is like, I think our brains, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a scientist, let me just say that. Through my experience, right, I think our brains are literally just like Play-Doh. Not like Play-Doh, like the malleable thing, right? And if you dunk your Play-Doh in salt and acid and bad thoughts, it's going to be nasty, rotten Play-Doh that you don't want to play with, right? You're not going to want, people aren't going to want to be around you. You're not going to want to be around yourself. So you got to take care of that Play-Doh. You know, you got to wash your hands before you play with it. Kind of be not intricate, but, you know, with every action, there should be purpose and thought and goodness behind it. So yeah, and I think that this is part of that, and I hope that I can share some of my wisdom with others. Like I just started a band with some great people, and the whole band name is The Stair, like the stair, not like the stair. And I wanted it to be kind of a wall between like the old validation craving me and the new whatever I'm going to be. That's just more of like for myself, and that's why I called it The Stair, because it's like, oh, I desire to be looked at, but with this, you know, I'm trying to change that, which I'm like, damn, bro, I really named my band that. People are definitely going to think like, anyways, there, you know, there's a judgment in me. One thing I talked about in the other video too was like, dude, I used to be so judgmental. And I thought like judgmental people, wow, speech therapy, I need it. Judgmental people. I thought like they were always vocal about it, but you can still be like judgmental and internalize it. And that's what I was doing, and I didn't realize it. Like, my first thought about people was always a judgmental thought. And it was never necessarily like something I believed. It wasn't like, oh, this person's that way, and I'm like, oh, they look this way or something, or I should treat them differently. It was just always a thought in my head. I wouldn't ever act on it, and I always kind of knew it was irrational. But having those thoughts kind of, you know, inlay on yourself, right? I heard somewhere that like the subconscious kind of categorizes everything around you as you, right? When you see other people doing things, you reflect as yourself. I don't really understand it, but I think when you judge other people, you're obviously gonna judge yourself. Pause, cut. What I meant to say is that I think because the subconscious sees everything as you, right? You judge people not because you judge them first, but because you're judging yourself first, right? So through my experience, which is, you know, specific to me, I felt I did a lot better at not judging others after I stopped judging myself. Mic drop. Try it. I don't know if it's going to work. Kind of worked for me. Kind of is working still. I always catch myself. I'm like, bro, stop being mean to yourself or you're going to be mean to others. Even if it's just inside your little brain, it's still not good karma, not good vibes. You got to align. You gotta fix the Play-Doh has to be nice and clean and no dirty Play-Doh. All right, mic drop. I'm not gonna drop the mic. So that was like one big thing I kind of struggled with, and I have no clue where that came from. Like probably something in my childhood, but yeah. And again, like I'm kind of just ranting right now, but I really think, you know, that this could be good for me. I wanted to do something like a video diary, because I hate my handwriting, and I like had a diary and I looked at it. I'm like, I can't read this. I literally cannot read this, because I couldn't read it, not because I was embarrassed. But yeah, I hope this is like a journey for me. And I hope that this can have like some positive impact on others along the way. And that would be so sick, dude. That'd actually make me happy. Kind of want my music to go the same way, right? I want it to be like an emotional tug. Like music for me has been the only way that I've really been able to express my emotion as of recently. Like this is a new thing. Like I never ever get the urge to cry. Never. Like literally I never get it. But sometimes I'll just be singing my stuff and I'll be like, wow, I want to cry right now. And a judgmental part of me also is like, well, that was probably pretty loud. It's like when I was little, I was ridiculed for crying, and that's my first thought, like, oh no, hold it back, dude. That's lame. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that. But it's like, nah, you gotta do that. You gotta release. And music has been like a great avenue for that. So I'm hoping that this will be a channel where I share my journey in life and my journey in music. And I hope that's something that people are down for. Again, I'm trying to post this without other people in mind. But I think that one thing I was really missing in my life. Oh, did I already talk about this? I think I was already talking about this. I almost just went on another rant about how I didn't have like a male mentor. But I just want to like provide experience of mine and failures of mine to others collectively, to compile everyone's experiences, and then we can hopefully, all bloom together, or whatever you want to call it. I hope everybody that's watching this is doing well, and like I want to be able to give advice and like stuff with this. And I'm gonna like research kind of topics or things that I use to better myself, and I could go on and on about stuff, but I'm definitely feeling like I feel good, and I feel very hopeful, which is something I don't have a lot, like hope, recently. And I was thinking like, hey, let's capitalize this and share it and document it, because we're all gonna do it, right? We're all gonna do whatever it takes to do whatever we want and be happy. And I feel like I'm closer than I have ever been on discovering the fountain of happiness, and might as well just share, dude. I really don't know what this is going to be, but I'm going to try to do this like weekly or something, maybe more. So I feel like I need to end this with something special, but I'm just going to keep ranting. I got to end this. Goodbye. I got to end this or I'll keep going. So hope you're doing well. Peace out. Peace and love.